This was supposed to be the season. This was supposed to be the year history was made at the Hazleton Area High School. The Lady Cougar softball team only lost one player from their second place finish in the state last season. Some of the 2020 players were on the roster for their other second place finish in the state in 2017. The pieces were in place for the school's first team state championship, and everything seemed to be going according to plan after a few scrimmages.
They were very promising. I think you've heard a lot that this was the year that we were all kind of hoping for ever since we were young kids playing together. So we finally were able to come out and play an actual game, even though it's just a scrimmage. And it kind of just showed all that stuff that we were excited for was happening, and it was just as good as we thought it was going to be. And also with the younger kids coming up, we had a lot of new freshmen, so being able to play with all of them and give them experience, it was really something cool to watch. And like I said, it was very promising, but I mean, it was just Cougar softball, so it was the same thing it always is too.
But one more shot at a state championship just wasn't in the cards. The 2020 season was postponed and then canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I truly believe that they would have brought home the first state championship to Hazleton area, to our school, to our community, and everyone missed out on that opportunity, and I feel so bad for them. And sometimes it's really hard to put into words, how we feel, but I don't know if I could have handled this situation as well as they have.
Yes, there is sadness for goals unreached and dreams unfulfilled.
Being upperclassman, I wanted to work on being a role model because my sister's a freshman, and being able to be a freshman when I was a freshman and having role models like juniors and seniors to look up to, it was really empowering.
There's also been some lessons learned.
I just learned to really appreciate things more now, because I know even the last scrimmage, coach had told us that we might have 2 weeks off, and I know that I was excited, 2 weeks off, but now I'm just wishing I would have really grasped the whole concept of the last game on that field with these girls, because now I wish I could go back to any moment with them more than ever.
The team has been having Zoom meetings together, and during a recent session they said goodbye to the seniors. It's been an emotional few weeks, but for as much as these Lady Cougars have been associated with winning, they've also been known to have a good time. And don't think for a second that fun-loving Cougar softball nature has been extinguished.
When you asked about the Zoom meetings, I have to chime in on, because Wolkie's sitting there with her hat on. She's the biggest buster on this team, and for her not to say anything, I found that a little amazing.
Olivia, you're spending some of your time making parody videos of Coach, or are they about Coach?
Just throughout the season, I would kind of do this thing to him. It was called a scoop. And I kind of have a couple videos of me getting them. And the best one, I just found it last night. It was while we were at Penn State coming back from the creamery. And he asked me what I got, and I was oh, I got 2 scoops, and I just scooped them.
I think how people remember us is nothing compared to how we are off the field, because I think on the field we play with such poise, and we know how to handle ourselves. But when we get in the dugout, it is unbelievable. You would not believe that we are the same girls that step on that field. One time, me and Livy were literally wrestling each other. I don't know what we were fighting over. We just started wrestling, and I saw a coach start to walk over, and I was Livy, come on, we gotta go, he's gonna be mad. And he just came over and started reffing the fight. He was Wolk, you gotta do this, go ahead, I'll get her. I was what is going on? This is not normal. But it was just always so fun. We knew how to have fun and when to get down to business. And I think that we balanced that very well. And that was why we were so successful, because it was fun to play. It wasn't a job, or it wasn't so horrible. It was just fun.
There may never be another group like the 2020 Cougar softball team, and that's exactly how they want to be remembered.
I kind of just want everyone to remember the bond and chemistry that we had as a team, because I honestly don't think that like anyone got along as well as like this group of girls did. Like it was just unbelievable how close we all were and how long we've played together for.
If it's possible, the team is planning an intra-squad scrimmage in the summer to say a proper goodbye to the class of 2020. Then they can get together and grieve for what they lost and celebrate what they have, unquestionable talent and unshakable friendships. For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Kara.